Welcome back to Keisha's Crumbs. Look at what we have here and tell me, can you guess what we are making? We have the best mayonnaise on earth, Hellman's, French's, Honey Dijon, holy guacamole, sweet onion. We have roasted real pepper. We have crisp bacon, sour cream, some coarsely shredded cheese, and we have hot dog buns. Have you guessed it yet? Have you guessed it? So we're not going to go with the standard hot dog. Y'all stay tuned throughout this video because I'm telling you, this was delicious. Like, if it weren't being greedy, I would get up and make another one. Y'all, this was absolutely delicious. We decided on these because I just wanted to make a play on a taco. We had been having tacos. We had tacos. Well, I know I had them once, but we don't eat tacos that often. And so we had already had them more than once, which was more than enough. So we decided on taco dogs. Y'all have to watch the way I put this together because I want you to try it. And use whatever toppings you mostly enjoy with your hot dog and on your hot dog. But if you don't mind, experiment a little. Like, I didn't have any bell pepper or colored peppers in my refrigerator fresh, but I had the jarred roasted red pepper, so I used that. But y'all, the first thing I did was I went in, because I think the order is important as well. And you know, I only use my bare hands when I'm cooking for my family, so I hope y'all enjoyed it, because I know a lot of people don't like seeing gloves. They just want to see the fingertips. They want everything to be all natural. Well, I don't mind when I'm cooking for my family. And this is just making the hot dogs. But anyway, I've put the Hellman's mayonnaise on there first. So if you don't eat mayonnaise, mustard, whatever you use, put your condiment down first. Now, I wouldn't recommend ketchup because I don't think ketchup would go really well with a taco flavored dog. But use the condiment of your choice, okay? That's gonna give you a sticky element in your bun to help the cheese adhere, because this is cold shredded cheese. You want the cold shredded cheese against the warm bun, and then you're gonna go in with your hot dog or your hot wiener. Now, another thing I want you to notice is that I actually split these hot dogs. You can put your hot dogs in the air fryer. Oh my goodness, if you're lucky, it's a hot day where you've barbecued and your dogs are grilled. But either way, once they're done, whether you boil them, put them in the oven or the air fryer, take a sharp knife and split them down the middle. But don't cut all the way. Just create a split in the wiener. And you may think it doesn't make that much of a difference, but when you start adding all of your toppings, when that wiener opens up some, it gives more space. There's more capacity for you to add your toppings. So I was so glad that I did that. That's something that I thought of for the very first time this evening, and it actually did make a difference. So you can see the cheese there. This is a really good cheese. I think it's called Timber Muck, I think is what it's called. But anyway, so it's a good brand shredded cheese. And we went in with the mayonnaise first, okay? So now just imagine you have all that cheese already under the wiener and you have your condiment. So this alone makes a great foundation. Next, I'm gonna go in with some of this mustard just to give it some zip, some zippity-doo-dah. A nice mustard. I normally don't eat mustard. Like if it were a chili dog, I normally don't eat mustard on my hot dog. But like a Chicago style dog, I like doing unique hot dogs because really, whether you can use a turkey wiener. If you don't eat pork, you can use a turkey wiener. You can use a beef wiener. Start experimenting with your hot dogs because really, The standard hot dog, like with chili, that is my least favorite. I rather have cool, crisp vegetables and things like that. Crispy, cold vegetables and toppings on my hot dog than chili. It's just like everything just gets weighed down, and I don't know. I like a hot dog with fresh toppings. I guess because if you think about it, the dog is so rich. Then you have the bread. So to me, it just tastes more balanced when you have lighter toppings. But y'all, that brand of guacamole I just showed you is called Holy Guacamole. And baby, that name is so fitting. Y'all, this guacamole is delicious. I just happen to buy it. I've seen it in commercials so many times, but Kroger had it on sale. If you saw my grocery haul, you saw that I bought it because I think Kroger had it like buy one get one free, and they even have the spicy variety. Y'all, it is delicious. It's better than my homemade guacamole. It's better than any guacamole I've ever had from any restaurant. It is simply delicious. It has chunks of avocado in it. It's not just like mushy, but they have it seasoned. It's not bland, and it's fragrant. Like even when you smell it, you could tell that they really took their time to create that guacamole, and it's a great guacamole. So I put guacamole on my dogs, and that's really, really, really what I think took mine to the next level. And then here we are with sour cream, of course, because you can't have taco dogs without just a little squeeze of sour cream. So look at how we're loading this dog, y'all. Everything is like, the bun is hot and warm. The wiener is going to be juicy and warm. And then we have the cheese is being melted under the wiener. Now we're going in with our cold elements. The guacamole, the sour cream, the mustard. Okay, so now for toppings. Here we are with shredded lettuce. I would recommend you use lettuce because it adds a freshness and it adds a slight crunch. Okay, and it just kind of completes the dog. So I'm putting lettuce on all of them. I think this is either shredded romaine or shredded iceberg, but I normally try to buy shredded romaine. Iceberg has no nutritional value whatsoever, y'all, so it's best to just get a green lettuce. However, I didn't buy this one, so I can't guarantee it. Now I'm going in with the onions. Now, I've seen people make taco dogs where they cook the onions. To me, that it just takes away from it because I'm used to fresh onion. So I like the crunch of fresh onion. I like the taste of fresh onion. Cooked onions to me just get too mushy. So if I'm using the onion as a topping, whether it's on a burger, a dog, whatever, I want the onions to be fresh. And so that's what we have here. These are actually sweet onion. If I had red onion, I would have used those instead. But the sweet onion was on point. So here we are building. Now keep in mind, even though you're looking at like just green across the top right now, keep in mind everything we already have on there. Now I'm going in with the roasted red pepper. This was delicious as well. If you've ever had pimento, it puts you in the mind of pimento. It truly is a pepper. If you ever get roasted peppers in the jar, I'll insert a picture of what it looks like right here. If you ever pick these up, they are great in pasta. It's great in pasta recipes. When you open the jar and pull the pepper out, you can see it literally will come out like a half of a bell pepper. It's going to look like a half of a red pepper, except that it's been jarred, almost like pickled. And you can see the char marks on it as well. So it adds an excellent element of flavor, additional element of flavor by being a pepper and being charred. here is the final product. Our Mexican corn dogs. Why am I calling them corn dogs? Oh my God. And hot dogs. I wanted to give them another name, like I was about to call them Longhorn dogs for Texas. Baby, I'm corny in my mid-age. I'm sorry. And then we have our homemade, what do you call this corn? Street corn. The seasoning looks heavy. It is heavy because that's Tony's with no salt. And then I went behind that with some lime seasoning. So on my dog, I have bacon. We have coarsely shredded taco blend. We have shredded, I don't know if that's shredded romaine or iceberg. It looks kind of green, maybe shredded romaine. I normally don't buy iceberg. We have roasted red peppers. We have sweet diced onion. I have spicy guacamole, mayonnaise on the bun, a bit of, was it honey Dijon, I think? Yeah, it's Flavor Town. Let me taste it for y'all. I'm gonna put just a stick of lime. Just a little bit. Not too much. And let's give it a taste. Mash those toppings down a bit so they don't come off. Pause for a second here. Amen. There is a masterpiece. If I do say so myself. Y'all make it. It doesn't have to be May the 5th. Make it tomorrow. Kisses Crumbs, where you learn all the little tips and tricks. Putting homemade, interesting, unique meals together. Eat what you like. Don't eat what recipes necessarily call for. Don't eat what other people are eating. Don't eat what the restaurants serve you. At home, you can cook and eat what you like. Okay? Hope y'all have a blessed evening. Forgot to show you the corn. It's so sweet, y'all. And for those of you with the Ninja slushy machine, I know y'all having a ball tonight making margaritas. That's okay. I started to pour me a glass of red wine, but it's all good. It's late now, so I'm just going to enjoy my meal. And again, everybody enjoy yourselves and each other. See you tomorrow.